The elegant French seaside resort of Deauville, normally a haven for wealthy tourists. But with just hours to go before the opening of the Group of Eight summit, or G8, security forces are on high alert. More than 12,000 police and troops have been deployed in the area, which will play host to at least 18 heads of state. Roadblocks and barriers have been set up throughout the town, and checks are carried out on all vehicles passing through. Officers are also patrolling the beach, with the area directly in front of the venue blocked off completely. France holds the current chair of the G8, which also includes Britain, Canada, Germany, Italy, Japan, the United States and Russia. The G8 leaders are expected to endorse aid to new Arab democracies, with leaders of several Arab and African nations invited to attend outreach sessions of the two-day summit.
The aftermath of a plane crash in a residential neighborhood outside India's capital, New Delhi. Not much remains of the aircraft. An intact empennage, some charred documents, sections of twisted fuselage, and the rest gone. Local media reports say 7 people were on board when it went down. They were all killed, along with at least 3 people on the ground. According to police, the plane was heading from the eastern city of Patna to New Delhi when it hit bad weather. The cause of the accident is under investigation.
At least 1 person is dead and 7 others wounded after a blast in Istambul Thursday morning. Witnesses say it happened near a bus station in a residential and shopping district.
It was around 9 in the morning. I was at home, 200 meters away from the scene. I suddenly heard a loud blast. The windows were shaking. It sounded more like a bomb than a gunshot. When I looked from the window, I saw yellow smoke billowing into the sky. I thought to myself, it's a bomb explosion.
Police are still investigating the cause of the blast. Militant activity in the Turkish capital has risen as of late. Security around the city has been increased in the run-up to the June 12th parliamentary elections. Bloodied and swollen, protesters are picked up by an ambulance from the streets of Tbilisi in the Georgian capital. For a 5th night, demonstrators calling for the resignation of President Mikhail Saakashvili have clashed with police. Some protesters used sticks and shields to fight the officers. Some others were beaten themselves. And by the end of the night, several protesters ended up like this, face down, handcuffed on the pavement as police cleared the square. 1 policeman has been killed in the violence. This video reportedly showing the moment he was hit by a convoy of demonstrators hastily leaving the demonstration site. Police say their violence was justified.
The police had to use force. Part of the demonstrators resisted violently. Part of the demonstrators fled from the scene with their cars and through the crowd, which caused, unfortunately, the death of 1 policeman.
The opposition leader, Nino Borjanadze, says Saakashvili has monopolized power since 2003. Once a supporter of Saakashvili, Borjanadze says the police violence against the protesters is an act of revenge.
There are a lot of injured people because the authorities conducted, how you say it, a punitive operation. It is not an action aimed at, as they say, to free the square. It was purely a punitive operation.
Officials say plans to celebrate the country's Independence Day on Thursday will proceed as scheduled.